Okay guys, this should be a really easy, simple little page. I was thinking about doing a layered page, and I think I still will in the future. And then I decided not to. So I am using two pages. The top one ends up essentially just becoming a piece of paper that I use to build something. And if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, I am making a corset art journal page, and I've always loved corsets. I think they're really pretty, and obviously I'm not a woman and don't have to wear them, so not that women have to wear them anymore, but you know, anyway, so the whole point is I know they're not comfortable, but so what, they're pretty. So part of the reason I wanted to make a corset page, two reasons: it's October and Halloween is near, so you know, dressing up is always fun, and secondly, American Horror Story Freakshow came out this month, and this was kind of where I was going with this, was just that whole really cool corsety Freakshow vibes. I was like, oh, I'm just going to make a cool little corset. So the page underneath, I just used titanium buff acrylic paint to paint it. And this is airbrush paint. I want to say it's Nathal Crimson or something to that effect. Alright, so this is glitter Mod Podge, and I like it. It's got kind of chunky glitter in it, and as you can see, it's cool, but it wasn't the effect I wanted for this. I wanted it really sparkly. So I busted out my, I'm pretty sure it's Wow by American Crafts. Glitter. I got it at Tuesday Morning. It's fairly fine glitter, and it's not super fine, but so I covered the entire Mod Podged surface with glitter and let that dry. As you can see, I missed a couple spots, so I went back over it with Mod Podge and then dumped a little bit more glitter on it. And I just used the base page as my catcher. So now I am hole punching both of the pieces at the same time, and I'm using my crocodile to do that. And I just counted out how many studs I had, or grommets I had in my white color, which is, again, I'm going white, red, and black, which is kind of that whole circus freak show theme color. So I had just enough of the white to do this. So then using my crocodile, I chomped down all of those grommets. So that part's fairly explanatory. Chomp, chomp. Chomp, 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 chomp. So this was a really easy page, but the whole point of this page was to remind me of something, and it just goes to show you that not every single page has to be layer upon layer upon layer, and you know, finding stuff, finding yourself, or you know, it can just be something to remind you. Okay, so as you can see, I store all of my ribbon on popsicle sticks. A friend of mine saw this on Pinterest, and she's like, you have to do it, it saves so much room. So it totally does. I'm lacing this up in the meantime, by the way, and I'm making sure I lace it up properly, so I don't only have to do it the once. The right side is glued down, the left side is just binder clip. So as you can see, all of my ribbon we wound onto these jumbo popsicle sticks from the dollar store, and then just used dollar store elastic hair bands to secure the ribbon. It's awesome. It took an entire drawer full of ribbon, which we could never find anything, and made it so that we could fit it in 2 of these containers from Walmart. And it's easy to find, and we color coded it. And the only thing is that it kind of crimps the ribbon because you're winding it so tightly around those sharp edges. So the only thing I'd recommend is having a craft iron on hand, which is what I was doing with the ribbon. I was ironing it flat. I just held the ribbon down and pulled the ribbon through the iron, essentially, as the iron was on the craft mat, because the craft mats are made of Teflon and are heat resistant. So anyway, so that'll take care of your kinks, but it saves so very much room. I cannot even begin to tell you. And it makes it easy to see in these containers, and it's just saved us a world of everything. So I love how my ribbon is stored. So anyway, so I tied a knot at the bottom, knowing that I was going to put a bow, but I wanted to make a bigger bow than what the ribbon that I used would have made. So I'm going to end up grabbing for a thicker ribbon. In the meantime, I wanted to be able to journal on this page and still be able to see it, so I didn't want to glue down the left side. I wanted to be able to find a way to be able to open this. So I grabbed some Velcro and I stuck it down on the left-hand side. So now this left-hand side comes up, which is cool, but if you're right now what I'm doing is hot gluing the ribbon to the grommets on this side that lifts up, because if you don't do that, then the ribbon will shift and then you're gonna have to like untie it. And so I just wanted to make sure everything stayed in place on that left hand side so that I could open and close it without worrying about the lacing getting messed up. So I don't know what I'm doing here. It either froze or I'm doing nothing and I could have cut this out. Oh, I was making a bow. And I just do a real simple, I either do a double loop and then, the bunny ears and then wrap it around each other, or, tie a bow. No, it's not that hard. And then I'm just cutting little V's at the end so it has the little banner end on it. And then I used the leftover ribbon that was used for my corset to tie the bow onto the bottom. So that was a very easy way of attaching that bow. So now I've got a nice big thick bow at the bottom, even though the ribbon was fairly thin. And I'm writing, I don't always dress in drag, but when I do, it's trashy. So yeah, another comment on that's a story for a whole different time. So here's the page. Not a whole lot of pictures since it's a very simple page, but I think it's cool. It's going to look cool flipping through my journal and seeing it. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. Talk to you later. Bye.